Yes, now we're here off Lang Street, which is about 2 miles away from Haw River, but also just about 2 minutes away from Red Slide Park. Now take a look at this area. This stop sign is about 7 feet. You can see it's about halfway there with water. Now earlier today, the water was actually a bit higher, even covering up that tree. You can see the line of demarcation at this tree next to it, where you can see it's a little bit dark and then green at the top. About an hour ago, that water was at the top where you can only see that green above. You can also see in the far behind, there's a woman who's standing outside near, just absorbing the view. Now that the sun is up and some people are waking up, we're able to see more people just taking in, seeing the flooding that's truly spread throughout Haw River, the city of Haw River. Now, throughout this time, we have been reaching out to local EMS in the area, and they have told us that they're so busy with emergency calls, where at this time we're still working to get an update on how many service calls they have responded to, but it's been made very clear that they're busy, whether it's with rescues, whether it's with blocking off roads and also redirecting traffic. I know Lauren mentioned with some of the water that has came from the Haw River onto I-40. This is a perfect example of what you're seeing, just sized down into small neighborhoods that are nearby. I've also seen right next door that there were some homes that had their entire driveways completely flooded with water, even mailboxes nearly covered over. At this time, some members in the community have told us that they didn't want to come on camera and speak to us, but they've said they're just taking the time, checking in with their neighbors, and just trying to stay inside and safe as possibly as they can.
Seen it high a few times, but I think this is probably the highest I've seen it in a while. Yeah, there's a gazebo right down there, and we always check on that gazebo too, just because we know water level comes to the roof or right there at the roof, but I think that's underwater right now completely.
Now, throughout our time throughout the city of Haw River, we have seen some city vehicles kind of drive through smaller neighborhoods just to check and see, and I actually have a list of some roads that city officials are asking people to urge to stay away from. That includes East Main Street, Trollingwood Road, Stone Street, East Main, Back Creek, and West Main Street and Birch Drive. We have driven past those. You can't even get into the portion where you can see where some of the flooding is, because those areas are completely, from what one resident told me, underwater. So it's best to make sure that you're staying as safe as you can, and when you see a road blocked off, do not pass the cones.
That saying, turn around, don't drown, it only takes but about a small amount of water to lose control of your vehicle or damage your vehicle. Giselle, you've been driving through a lot of different neighborhoods this morning, and some driveways completely washed out. Have you come across any down power lines, any traffic intersections that are out?
So that's actually what's interesting. So even this neighborhood that we're in right now, there was earlier this morning, the water was nearly at the top of the stop sign, and we saw the lights on at this pole right here that I'm pointing to, and even back there. We've only seen a small power outage. It was on the main street that's right above here. From what I understand, the name of that road is Main. But when we were out there on that road, we could see there was about only 8 homes that seems to be out. At least that was also according to Duke Energy, and it was 1 light. So it seems like there's still, however the water is flowing, the good thing is at least most people in this area have power.
All right, Giselle, we'll be checking in with you throughout the morning. Stay safe out there.